handle.
Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. In fact, I am also on the opinion that churches should be separated from the politicians, because what we are seeing around, most of our politicians are hijacking the religion. Here is where, when times comes, they go into churches with billions, which they looted some times back. They use it. And you know, when a criminal is within the church, people treat them very well. They believe that these are people who are innocent. Furthermore, they are the people who are misleading us, and where we are today, it is due to our politicians. And in my opinion, I would recommend even the Gen Z to include, if possible, this thing called the CDF. They should not be given this CDF. If possible, the elders villages back in our rural homes, whom I can meet very easily to get this CDF, so that they do some projects. In case I fail to get employment wherever I am, if I go back to my village, I get the jobs directly. So churches are misleading our country because they are not honest. I recall some days back, around 2007, when they are around 2007 and subsequent year from 2007, there was interdenominational prayer at Uhuru Park, where peace resolution was what was essential and required. I recall a cardinal from Catholic Church, he came with the definitive opinion that it should go this way. We, as the Kenyan people who elected somebody else, how do we view such person? They are taking side with the politician. So separating the line of religion and politics is very, very essential. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping time. Gerald, and then Amos next.
I see Nani is back. He's raising his hand, the engineer. Yasikera.
Okay, engineer.
Hello, everyone. Wafula, and can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. And first things first, I want to pass my condolences to our fallen and quickly delve into 3 points that I have to speak about. There's an earlier speaker, a colleague of mine, Engineer Ndolo, who has raised a few issues that affect our fraternity, that's the engineering fraternity, and it mirrors what bedevils a lot of youthful graduates in this country. And I want you to allow me to persist on that matter. A few days ago, a group of graduate engineers formed their own small group to champion their wars and try to raise issues to the regulator EBK. And in that group, we have more than 3,000 members. I just joined out of curiosity, and some of the issues they raise are very, very valid, and it forms part of most bad bill, the interest of the greatest majority of the citizens of this country, and by a millennial like me and Gen Zs, who are a majority of the pained lot who are out there in town complaining and marching. Some of these bills which have been discussed in other forums include the robotics and AI bill, a bill that, in my own opinion, is designed to keep opportunities for the few. While in most countries, if not all, if you have skills in IT, in machine learning, artificial intelligence, you can work in any industry. Even the biggest, the largest tech companies hire without necessarily asking for your degree. So why would anyone go to parliament, introduce a bill that requires you to have a technical degree from a local university, or any university for that matter, for you to belong to that society or to practice in a certain field, while you have perfect hands-on skills or experience to do those tasks that they require you to have to belong to a society for you to be licensed? Not agree, and nobody should. Number two, there is while I was browsing Jacob Juma's tweets, I came across a certain post he did in 2016 regarding a bill that was introduced by none other than Peter Kaluma regarding a bill that is designed to shield members of parliament and MCAs from giving themselves immunity for doing anything that is done in good faith. A member of parliament defining anything done in good faith, you can imagine what can go wrong. Of course, the bill was defeated, but this one is bringing attention to the kind of people that we rely on to legislate laws in the interest of the people they represent. I mean, you can see we have here is the members of parliament that we elect. And even if you say Gen Zs can represent themselves, I participated actively in the 2022, I get your point, in the 2022 election cycle. So there's no way Gen Zs can participate fully and effectively in the election, in the legislative agenda. So we really need to think through how to get rid of these MPs and put in mechanisms in place to make sure that only Chapter 6 of the Constitution are the ones who will represent the people of this country. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for this opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Engineer. Thank you so much. And we go to Gerald and then Amos. Gerald?
Yes. Am I clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, you are.
Yes. First of all, I want to also nitume rambirambi zangu kwa wale ambao walipoteza maisha yao. Alafu ya pili, yesterday I was in another space with some engineers and they had an idea. They were trying to make an app, build an app where we will be having those opinion polls, and it was a very good idea, and it was going to cater for all. You walikuwa wanataka kutengeneza even the USSD yenye you can type, you can just dial star something and then hash, and you can vote your MP out if you don't want this MP or such. And I thought that was a very good idea. Since I'm not an engineer or a website developer, so I did not understand some details that they were doing, but they had that idea. Now, another thing, let us not allow these people in our churches. Hao ndio wanachafua makanisa zetu. And also, most of our pastors, tunawezaona, they are rogue, because nowadays church is a business. You can find even 20 churches in one area. You unashangaa, what are these people? Are they worshiping the same God, or nowadays we have different gods? So all those churches that they are coming to convince us, they are coming to talk to the people, because I'm also religious. They are going to come to our church, to the churches, to try and talk to you guys, to tell you kuna kuambia. Those are the first people. They are the devils. And wanatudanganya hapa. So let us not allow that. Then there are a lot of bills that have passed and we never knew anything. Like, who knew that the current ID, the Maisha number, this ID that they are giving out since February, that ID has expiry date after every 10 years. Like, are we nowadays not Kenyans? We need to, after every 10 years, sijui nitakuwa nimebadilisha jina yangu ama am I now not a Kenyan? I will be being a citizen after every 10 years. Let us not go back and we revisit those things that they have passed. This regime are the ones who are fighting the Hoduma number. Now, they brought it back with another name to benefit them. Tusikubali. Tomorrow, or rather on Wednesday, on Tuesday and Thursday, we are in the streets. Again, let us remain leaderless. Our leaders are Jacob Zuma, as someone proposed, and Jacob Juma And yes, I'm just finishing. Juma and Chris Musanto and God. Those are our leaders. And when they want us to present our leaders, we are taking those names. Thank you.
Asante sana. Now, you see these different things, and the reason why we bring in Jacob Juma a lot of times is, I don't know if maybe when you're almost dying, you become like a prophet of some sort. Go search, if you hear any breaking news, just go and search on Jacob Juma's handle and you'll find. He even spoke about the way Eter will be arrested swiftly, etc. So just go to the handle and see what goes on there. Keep the conversations coming in, keep the requests coming in. I am also dropping speakers after you've spoken. For those that have already spoken, please don't request again, because we really need to give a lot of people chances. Do not fear requesting for the mic. This is your open mic session. Come tell us what you think. Back to you, Freedom.
Yes, guys, don't fear sending your request. Hata kama uko na followers wawili. I had someone say ako surprised that he has 10 followers and we allowed him on the mic. Please, this is Kenya. We are creating a unified country or a unified space. So it doesn't matter who you are. We are all fighting for one country here. We are all fighting to be united. So feel less, don't feel less. Just send the request. And also, if you've been here over an hour and you sent your request and I haven't added you, please inbox me. Sitaki watu wakae sana kwa line waiting for 6 hours. And that's why I'm clearing people in batches. So kindly, just send the request. So we are going to go to Amos and then Kiongozi, then Miriam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, Afrocentric and Freedom. Freedom, I saw you during the demonstration. That is courage of you, and maybe you didn't see me, but I must say you are a very courageous lady. Now, back to the topic of today. I want to say we don't have a leader, we have a psychopath. If you know who a psychopath is, this is somebody who don't take any advice from anybody because he says one thing today and contradicts himself the next day. So the reason why Kenyans, not just we young